A very good afternoon, dear colleagues. Welcome to the Professional Development Program on National Education Policy 2020. As you are aware, this is the 7th batch of this Professional Development Program on National Education Policy, and we are with the second interactive live conferencing on the Swayam Prabha channel 20. And today we shall be discussing on a very important topic, that is innovation. As we are very much aware that National Education Policy 2020 very emphatically presses upon the adoption of innovative teaching learning methods not only by teachers but students as well, so that teaching and learning process, whether it is conventional mode of education or oral mode of education, are made student friendly and useful and fruitful. So to discuss in detail on that topic, today we are having a specific topic, that is National Education Policy 2022, higher education and innovation. And to discuss on this topic, today we have with us Dr. O.P. Sharma. Before we move on further, let me introduce him first. Dr. O.P. Sharma presently is Director at National Center for Innovation in Distance Education at the Indira Gandhi National Open University. Dr. Sharma has a wide experience of working in the oral system, and he is having almost 24 years of experience of working in the open and distance learning system, starting with National Institute of Open Schooling and then moving to the Indira Gandhi National Open University. Before that, Dr. Sharma has contributed at NCERT and Planning Commission, Government of India as a research officer. Dr. Sharma has PhD in physics, and he has also done Master's MA in distance education. And at NCID, he has been working towards finding the innovative and technology-enabled learning and support solutions for the distance learner using the newer technologies. He is actively working towards promotion of culture of innovation among the students and faculty of the universities. At NCID, he has taken various initiatives and has designed and developed and implemented several innovations schemes like on-demand examination, digital creation of digital question bank, science at mobile, Shodhadhara, and etc. We shall be discussing on these initiatives in detail during the discussion. But let me also request you all that you can post your questions, queries through YouTube channel and this live conferencing. And please keep in mind that your questions should be having very much related to the topic which we are discussing today. So with these words, I will hand over the session to Dr. Sharma. Sir, please.
I'm really thankful to you and the Stride for giving me this opportunity to talk about this very important topic on innovation in context with the National Education Policy 2020. In fact, by now all of us are aware of the provisions, recommendations and the suggestions of the National Education Policy 2020. And we know that this education policy is a very revolutionizing kind of policy in the field of education. As far as the innovation is concerned, I would like to say this policy is not only innovative, but it is promoting the innovation in almost all walks of the sectors. The National Education Policy is basically moving around this innovation and creativity concept. Right from beginning, the concept itself is very innovative, and it is promoting the innovation, entrepreneurship and startup in higher education institutions. How this is doing, that I will be discussing. and how we can implement the concept of innovation in the higher education system in context with the national education policy. This policy is basically we can divide it into two. Like this policy itself is innovative, and it is promoting the innovation. The focus of this national education policy is, I would like to say, the innovation and creativity. Number one, it encourages an innovation and is basically advocating the environment of research and innovation in higher education institutions. And it is also creating a pathway for teaching, learning, research and learner support. Innovative pathway because when we talk about the innovative methods of technology, teaching, learning, the research and the learner support, that is also being very strongly recommended by the national education policy. And I would like to say that this national education policy is basically focusing on two aspects. The policy itself is innovative, and it is promoting the innovation. And how it is promoting, that I would like to share with you. How this policy is innovative, that we know that it is a very promoting the multidisciplinary approach of education, holistic higher education with flexible curricula. This is being implemented in many universities, even at the school level also. It is innovative in the sense like it is recommending for creative combination of subjects and integration of vocational education. This is a very innovative aspect of the national education policy. And also one of the important aspect of this policy is that there is no rigid separation between the academic and vocational and other streams right from the school level. Vocational education has been given more emphasis, and this policy as an innovative initiative recommends to start it right from the class 6 level, and also it tries to promote the internship. That is an innovative aspect of this national education policy. And all of us know that it is recommending for the multiple entry and exit with the appropriate certificate which could be used at different places for different purposes. This is certainly an innovative aspect of the NEP 2020. We all know that this policy is promoting teaching, learning in regional languages, and the multilingualism is basically the core of this policy, because we have seen by now many higher education institutions, even the medical education, they are now bringing that technical and medical education in the regional languages. This is a kind of implementation, innovative aspects of this national education policy. And another aspect of this is like promoting the online education with alternative mode of quality education, because we know the technology is being used extensively in all walks of education sector, and this policy is recommending for use of online education, and even we can say the blended education and hybrid education system is being promoted, and this is how the NEP 2020 is innovative. It also recommends for the assessment reforms with 360-degree holistic degree progress card, because innovation in terms of assessment and evaluation, that has to be taken care by all of us very strongly, because that ensure that how effectively the teaching is being done in the classroom, that can be assessed by the help of innovative methods of teaching learning. And in fact, in that context, the policy is recommending for tracking student progress for learning outcomes, how much the one has learned and what is the level, what is the use of this. And these all innovative components of the NEP 2020, we know that these are being has been recommended by the policy. Now a great thing is that there is a shift from summative assessment to the regular and formative assessment. We know the continuous and comprehensive assessment was part of the school education long back, but now it has been recommended by the national education policy as an innovative initiative, and we have to ensure that how it is being properly implemented, because we should not be depending on the term and examination, the year-end examination. In fact, the entire that education system, teaching learning system, that should have this component of assessment. So that has been recommended by the NEP 2020 as a very innovative aspect, and it is also focusing on the competency based learning, because if competency is not being developed among the learners, students, then that policy may not be, that education system may not be that effective. That's why this policy is very strongly recommending for competency based learning and testing the higher order skills. So this is innovative as component of NEP 2020. So we can say how it is innovative. Establishment of academic bank of credits, now it is well known to all of us. It is being implemented, and many universities have taken lead. In fact, Indira Gandhi National Open University has also taken a great lead in this context. And this academic bank of credit as an innovative feature of NEP 2020 will be certainly creating a kind of very different kind of impact on the education system. Those students who were leaving the colleges or schools, now they may not be worried about that. They can get benefit of this later on. So this is how we can say the policy is innovative. Another aspect as far as the research and innovation is concerned, I would like to say that this policy is recommending innovation oriented research basically, because research and innovation is a very critical aspect of this NEP. This not only promoting the research in higher education level, but it is recommending, it says that research should be innovation oriented. It should have certain innovation angle, because unless that research findings are useful for the society, for the country, that research may not be as effective as it should be. Therefore, this is a very important aspect of the National Education Policy 2020. And also, I would like to say, this policy says that programs, whatever programs and courses we are developing, they should have an inbuilt component of creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship. And in fact, it says that there should be 1 or 2 credit-based programs aimed at generating the concept or awareness about these important aspects of creativity, innovation, entrepreneurship, because we know the innovation, entrepreneurship are very important skills in a 21st century. In fact, World Economic Forum's report says now that innovation, entrepreneurship and creativity, these are the top level skills required in any education system. So in that way, the NEP 2020 is very much recommending, and if this kind of integration of these concepts is done in our programs, then that can be more useful also, because the students will be learning these skills along with their other programs. Higher education institutions to take up special initiatives to identify the students having potential of innovation and entrepreneurship, because we know many of our students, they are having great potential of innovation and entrepreneurship, but most of the time they are confined to their programs and courses which they are studying. Either they are not aware of the skills or the potential or the competency which they are having in terms of innovation entrepreneurship, or they are not being given that kind of ambience or environment. So therefore, it is very important to identify such students who are having this kind of innovative mindset and want to do something in the field of entrepreneurship, and then to guide them, to provide them training so that they can take up their skills, their ideas to the next level. And certainly that kind of initiative will help them in making the country Atmanirbhar, because when they are utilizing their innovative skills, entrepreneurial skills in generating some startups, some businesses, then that will be a great contribution towards economic empowerment of the country. And in this context, the National Education Policy also promotes or supports that kind of a special capsule program on innovation, startup and entrepreneurship, because there are two aspects basically. One can be an inbuilt component in our programs, but there can be some other students who are very much interested in learning more about these concepts of innovation entrepreneurship and they want to do something at their own. So in that context, it will be good to develop a capsule program to encourage them, to guide them in terms of innovation, startup and entrepreneurship. This is really an innovative recommendation of the NEP 2020, and many universities, even our university IGNO, we have started developing this kind of capsule training program for our students, of across the programs, because they need not to be a student of this particular program. They may be a student of any program, but their interest is in the field of innovation, startup and entrepreneurship. And we are identifying such students, and similar kind of thing can be done in all other higher education institutions, because we know in the colleges, in universities, there are many students who are interested in this. In the field of innovation and entrepreneurship, if they are provided right kind of guidance, right kind of support in the form of capsule programs, then I think they can make their dreams true. They can develop some startup or entrepreneurship at their own. And also another important aspect, innovative aspect of NEP 2020 is to focus more on play and discovery based learning, with emphasis on scientific method and critical thinking. Because these two aspects, scientific method and critical thinking, they are very important when we talk about the innovation and creativity. If we are having scientific approach, scientific mindset and critical thinking, certainly it can be expected that the student, we can think of some new ideas, new solution, so that again will promote the innovation. So these are the way how the policy, national education policy, is promoting the innovation, and how we can take care of those in our day-to-day life. As I mentioned, the thrust areas as far as the innovation is concerned, the NEP is saying that it should promote research and innovation. In fact, innovation should be integral component of research, should be one outcome of the research, what kind of innovation one is doing. And for that purpose, the policy says that setting of startup incubation centers in partnership with the industry. Because we have seen the government of India is setting up incubation centers in different colleges, universities. But if that is connected with the industries, if it is set up in partnership with the industry, then I think the purpose of setting up incubation center will be fulfilled more effectively. So this is the thrust area as far as the innovation is concerned. And also it says that there should be industry academia linkages, because we know when our students are doing learning something, doing some program in our university, and if they are that theoretical concept, theoretical ideas they are connected with industry skills, then they will be more useful. They can utilize those skills in either getting some better job or setting up their own enterprises. Hand holding mechanism, that is also very important, because when we talk about promoting the innovation and entrepreneurship, then we know that there are many number of students who are having very brilliant ideas, innovative concepts they are having in their mind. If those students are provided hand holding, so that kind of hand holding mechanism we should create in our higher education institutions. It is very much required, because if you are not supporting the students, mentoring the students at the right time, then they may not be going further with their ideas. The ideas many times will die at their own death. So it is very important to handhold, and this national education policy is very much recommending, and how we can do that depends on us, because we should not be only depending on that we have taught something and then this is the job which we have done. But if you are providing them hand holding, then that will certainly help them in taking their idea to next level. Another important thrust area as far as the innovation is concerned is the competition for promoting innovation among the students, because we know the national education policy has learner as its center, and they want learner not only to learn the concept, not only to gain the knowledge, but they want them to develop skills, to develop themselves as a innovator or entrepreneurs. So in that context, to create this kind of environment or this kind of that competency among the students, the national education policy suggests for organizing various kinds of competitions for the students, maybe the idea competition, maybe the innovation competition, maybe some business plan competition. That kind of different competitions can be organized, and that will help in identifying the potential students. And then these all kind of activities, and along with other aspects that should be taken care by all of us to create a culture of innovation. Because once the culture of innovation is there in an institution, so the students as well as the faculty, they will start thinking innovatively, they will start making a bank of their ideas, maybe working later on those, maybe talking about the innovation, innovative things and the problems around them, maybe discussing about the solutions of different problems in the society, in their surrounding. So that kind of culture of innovation is very much required, and it can be certainly created through higher education institutions, which is one of the focus or thrust area of the national education policy. And in this context, if we do these all activities, then promoting the creativity among students and faculty, that is also very important aspect of the national education policy, because creativity, we know creativity not only in terms of teaching, learning, but as a part of the teaching learning system, that need to be promoted. It will help in living the better life, also in providing solution to different problems of the society. For these all, we know the national education policy, that is, as I mentioned, it's very innovative, and it is recommending to bring innovations in curriculum as well as in pedagogy. A lot has been discussed in this field, how we can make curriculum innovative, what kind of innovative components can be brought in the curriculum and the pedagogy, how we can make teaching learning more effective, how we can utilize the technology for this purpose. So I'll not be discussing about this, but certainly it is a field which may be discussed at length. What kind of innovations are possible as far as the curriculum and pedagogy is concerned. We at the Indira Gandhi National Open University have done a lot in this context. A lot of reforms have been brought as far as the curriculum is concerned. Even in the pedagogy also that has been done. And certainly this policy has one of the thrust area as far as the innovation is concerned is the innovation in assessment and evaluation, because whatever we are teaching throughout the year, that need to be evaluated effectively, so that the objective of teaching learning is being ensured, that whatever we expected outcomes, they are being fulfilled or not. For that purpose, the innovation are required. A number of innovations are possible in this case by using the technology, by using other systems. So these are the innovation based thrust areas talked about in the national education policy. Empowering faculty is very important, because whenever we introduce something new, first time, that requires faculty's intervention, because it is the faculty or you only who can implement it more effectively. For that purpose, it is very important to empower the faculty for innovation, teaching, research and support. And this program which you have attended, which you are participating, is also basically a step towards that. Like we want to make you aware of the concepts of the national education policy, how it can be implemented more effectively in different situations, different contexts. So that way, this empowering faculty for different purposes is very important. And innovation in developing methods and practices vocational education, because we know the vocational education and skill-oriented education has been emphasized very much in the national education policy. In that context, it is very important to bring innovative models, to develop innovative practices in terms of vocational education is concerned, so that we can reach out to the large number of students and then make them self-reliant. They can do something at their own, they can learn these skills at their own, and then can do better in the society. And for these all, I would like to say, we are having a variety of technologies with us. Technological developments are taking place every day, and the technology is being used for teaching learning purpose. And in that context, I would like to say the innovative use of technology is also very important for the implementation of NEP 2020. For that purpose, I would like to say whatever tools we are having, we should be aware of those tools, easily available, freely available, and then how we can make use of those tools in teaching, learning, assessment, supporting the students, making their network, collaboration during the teaching, learning as well as after that. So what we can do as a teacher while teaching in the classroom or in the colleges, it is basically important to create a culture of innovation and develop an innovation ecosystem in the system, because I'm talking about the ODL. So ODL, we have experimented here in the Indira Gandhi National Open University. We have tried to create a culture of innovation, and the same kind of thing can be replicated in all other institutions by I would like to say, by identifying the innovator students, potential innovator students, helping them, supporting them, guiding them, and providing the mentorship to take their idea further, and then also networking with them, and these kind of all initiatives can be taken up to create a culture of innovation. Give more emphasis on creativity and innovation, as it has been main focus of the NEP, because that is very much important. When we are teaching in the classroom or in any situation, even in the online case, this number of activities and other approaches could be adopted to emphasize or to encourage the creativity and innovation. For in that context, the identification, recognition, and supporting the potential innovators would be very much required. Maybe those students or even the faculty, because faculty, once we identify innovator faculty, they will be taking that concept or idea further to the students and will be guiding them, and that will basically a good way to encourage students also in this context. Innovation should become an integral part of administrative, academic, technology, and research related activities, because when we are having that innovative mindset, then certainly the things will be different. So these are the way how we can promote innovation in our teaching learning situation, colleges and universities, as recommended in the National Education Policy 2020. And for that purpose, it is also advised in the NEP that to create a consortium and a network of leading thinkers and innovators, because when the like-minded people and the innovators and the thinkers, they discuss, they create new ideas. New ideas not only to find solution to the problems, but also for effective and useful teaching, learning also. So these are very much required. And as I said that it is very important to create an innovation ecosystem. For that, it is very important to create that kind of mechanism to identify the students, to provide to them support, and then link them with the industry and other academic experts for promoting the innovation entrepreneurship, networking with each other, and in view of innovation and startup policy, because the National Innovation and Startup Policy also has been created, has been developed by the Ministry of Education, and that says that we should encourage our students and even the faculty also to set up their startups. So if we are doing these all things in our higher education institutions, certainly we will be creating an innovation ecosystem. And once that innovation ecosystem is there, then it will be very easier to implement the innovative aspects of the policy. And if I talk about the innovation in the process of developing program, then I would like to say that we should try to experiment new and innovative ways of developing multiple media based teaching, because now the students are having different kind of devices with them, technologies are there with them, so we should not be depending on one mode of teaching learning. We should try to identify or adopt some other multiple media based teaching learning system also. Technology enabled learner support and learning environment that need to be encouraged, and I would like to say that Indira Gandhi National Open University is very much doing in this case technology enabled teaching learning and for the support services, and it is very easy to follow the similar kind of thing in the other conventional higher education institutions. We know this augmented reality and virtual reality, they are going to play very important role in times to come, and this national education policy very much talks about the use of artificial intelligence, augmented reality, virtual reality. So these all need to be experimented to make the teaching, learning and assessment more effective. Lot of assessment tools have been created by using the AI. They are being adopted, and I think if higher education institutions with the help of their students and teachers, they are able to create that kind of tools customized to their system, that will be a good way of implementing the policy. More of OER based courses can be designed and developed, because we know every day a number of open education resources are being created throughout the world. They are easily available, freely available to all of us. And if you are taking use of those OER for developing a course, that will not only be time saving but the cost saving also, and also it can help us in updating and modifying the courses and programs very soon, without any much time. So that kind of approach of developing and designing the open education resource based programs, that I think can be very easily implemented in the higher education institutions. And in fact, in the context of changing technological environment, fast changing of technology, this is very much required that we should be depending more on the OER based courses and programs. And certainly the national education policy recommends for the blended way of teaching learning, and you know that conventional universities, they have been given this kind of permission to offer online as well as offline, and in some cases the blended or the hybrid kind of teaching learning also is being done. So these are the way how we can develop the processes for teaching learning. And in this context, I would like to highlight that a lot of autonomy has been given to the faculty for innovation. First thing is they can design their curriculum, pedagogy and assessment, and also online the programs. These all has been done. An institutional mechanism can be developed to create innovative ideas, and from the faculty as well as from other stakeholders. That autonomy is there with the faculty. They can create their ideas. Innovative ideas should be incubated and supported to develop innovative models, because we know that number of ideas come to our mind, come to the mind of the students. If we are taking the ideas into account, then we can develop some innovative ways of implementing the NEP. New and innovative models of assessment also, this autonomy has been given to the faculty in the NEP 2020, that they can design and develop their innovative way of evaluation assessment using the technology. That is a very much innovative aspect of the NEP. A provision of internal major and minor projects may be initiated in the university. In fact, we know that project work is part of most of the programs. But if we are making this innovation and creativity as an integral and important, or we can say the compulsory part of that, then that will itself be helping in creating a kind of environment, innovation environments. So these are the autonomies that have been given in the national education policy to the faculty, that they can do innovation, they can bring different kind of changes in the teaching, learning and research and other support systems. As far as the assessment and evaluation is concerned, I have just shared that there should be a change in assessment and evaluation system that should be more focusing on enhancing the quality of questions with higher order abilities and promoting understanding. More flexibility may be given in the appearing of examination, because the policy says that it should be learner centric. In that context, walk-in exam and in on-demand examination may be implemented. IGNOU and the National Institute of Open Schooling, they have experimented well. It is very successful model. A dynamic digital question can be created, and it not only at university level, I can say it can be created at the national level also, national level repository which can be used by any university. And in this context, we all can come together, and then that can be used by all of us. Technology supported examination is also a very important aspect, because now it is being adopted in different other fields like testing, entrance examination, even in the universities at the term and examination, annual examination, it is being used. So it can be further used with the help of technology, online examination, on screen marking, etc. And also we know that there are a number of other administrative aspects when we talk about handling the examination process, awarding and making results. So the policy recommends for the innovative use of technology for that purpose. So it is being used, can be used by all the higher education institutions. As I mentioned, the vocational education is a very innovative recommendation, because it focuses recommends on the skill development. So in that context, as I mentioned, the incubation centers can be created, and in fact not only created, whatever number of incubation centers are there, their services can be utilized, but we'll have to network with them, we'll have to collaborate with them. We need not to create the similar kind of thing in our situation. And innovation program focusing on traditional artisan technologies, because when we talk about the vocational education, this kind of Indian traditions, traditional artisans, and these all technologies can be brought in the field of skill development and vocational education, and that is very much recommended by the NEP 2020. And for that purpose, we can tie up with the university system and other skill development, maybe MSME and other private industries. So because that will help us in taking our programs to the field. They will be helping in developing the skills, actual skills, and among the students. So these are the recommendations of vocational education, and we all can do. Entrepreneurship development among the vocational students, that should be encouraged, and in fact all over the country it is now being very much encouraged and recommended by the organizations. Short-term skill development program, because we know it is not always advisable to develop very long-term programs which one will take, and after that will go for program for a job or something else. Students basically today they require skill development, and this NEP recommends for that. And also specific models could be worked out for assessment of prior knowledge, because we know many of these the youth or the people, they know they have acquired skills while working at their in their working situation. If all of us are creating that kind of assessment system to evaluate or assess their prior knowledge, then I think it can be a good way of implementing the NEP 2020. And certainly for these all purposes, it is very important to encourage our students, and this is a recommendation of the National Education Policy to encourage our learners towards innovation, entrepreneurship and startup. So this should be done by creating awareness and also nurturing them, providing them different kind of guidance and support, whatever they require. Specific initiatives could be taken to identify the students and provide them necessary training and support. So these are the way of encouraging the learners also towards innovation and entrepreneurship.
Thank you so much, Dr. Sharma, for the elaborate presentation on National Education Policy 2020 and innovation and higher education.